Yo, welcome back, Xycor here, and today in our Relegend Magnus showcase, we're going to take a look at the horny hog in the Wilkwoods. Yes, this hog's horn is so hard, it can go through even the thickest bush with ease. Yes, this Magnus is Brattus, one of the Wilkwoods Magnus in here. So yeah, I'm getting onto the Wilkwoods Magnus, starting from Brattus because it is the first one. So we'll go through this and I'll let you know what it does, where you can get it, how it evolves, what it evolves into, and all that kind of stuff. So if you like this video, hit that like button, and yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, also consider subscribing because I'll be making a lot more of these videos in the future because there are quite a few more Magnus. So first, I'm going to check out where it spawns. So I'm going to head over there. Okay, here we are in the area where they spawn. Let me check it on the map here. It is the Mystic Isle area, and it's actually the upper portion of the Mystic Isle area. Let me see, I'll go on to this map. See, you can see there's two pieces to the Mystic Isle area. There's down here and there's up here. Brattus only spawn on this upper portion up here. So looking at the map again, to get here you would come from the Sunny Lagoon, which is the starting area of the Wilkwoods, through the Baby Bit Lair, through Sunny Shore, then through Misty Swamp, up here to Treamer Grove, and then you'll be able to go into Mystic Isle. And Mystic Isle is, Treamer Grove is right here, and then you would just come down this way. That's how you'd get here. It's a little bit of a path. But, yeah, this is where Brattus are. This is the only place Brattus spawn, and they are aggressive, as you can tell. So, let's take a look at their information. Right here, Magnus, and they are on the forest page over here. So Brattus right here. Now Brattus is a class of Berserker, and their behavior is aggressive. As you can tell, one just tried to attack me. The horns of the Brattus grows rapidly during the first few days after its birth, which causes it to wobble around a lot. Interesting. Apparently that horn really grows fast. As for their favorite food, they love raw meat. As for their likes, they also like meat and fish. For their drops, they drop raw meat, juicy raw meat, Brattus horn, Brattus shell, and Brattus scale. As for their skills, they have dash headbutt, lunges forward to attack with its horn, and that takes 5 stamina and has a 5-second cooldown. As for their farming skill, they can do some logging. So yes, they can cut down trees for you, and it can actually be helpful out in the field. As for their passive party buff, they give stamina plus 6% and physical attack plus 6%. So, not bad. Fairly nice. So get off here. There we go. Now, I will just, as long as it doesn't attack me first. Now you want to be careful with Magnus that you're taking with you, because yeah, they will attack it if it attacks you. So that's something to be wary of. So you just throw meat at it, and then get on it. Do the little mini game. There we go. And that adds it to my party. So, might as well move around with it here. Now its left click attack is a little headbutt, which is a physical attack, and you have to be careful because they will gang up on you. So yes, regular physical attack. Now using the right click attack is a charge. It will kind of jump back and charge forward. Gotta wait that 5 seconds. Okay, come on, stop coming towards me. Yeah, it's the charge that they do to you. That's basically what it is. And mine's going to get taken out. No, get out of here. They're, yeah, at this low level against themselves, they are kind of weakish. But yeah, that's to be expected. But it looks like in this area they are level 20, so yeah, that's something to remember. So I'm going to get this up to the required level to evolve it, and then I will evolve it and show you that. I fulfilled the requirements now, and let's see here. See what it takes to evolve it. Get over here and to the evolution. Now, it only takes to get to its next form, which is named Brattex. It only takes level 15, and it takes greater than 15 strength, 2 affection, and a juicy raw meat. Now, technically, I said, before that I need to get it to the level to evolve it. Well, technically, you can just evolve them as soon as you tame them. The only difference is that you have to actually get some affection on it. So basically, just tame them and leave them in your barn, and they'll gain EXP either way. So anyway, yes, let me look at its stats here. It has far over 15 strength, so I don't have to worry about that. So I will just take a juicy raw meat, and actually it has 2 affection as well, so that's good. Hold that, throw that at it, and they evolve into Brattex, which is kind of cool. They look quite formidable. So I will take that or put that away. Now, let's see Brattex's information. Over here, go to Brattex. So Brattex is a class of a berserker as well, and its behavior is also aggressive. Nothing can get through the Brattex's thick skull. It's not dumb, it just has a really thick skull. So yeah, apparently the bone on it is very, very thick on its head. As for its favorite food, it likes juicy raw meat. As for its likes, it likes meat and fish. For its drops, it drops juicy raw meat, premium raw meat, Brattus horn, Brattus shell, and Brattus scale. Its skills are Feeding Frenzy, moderately heals itself by chewing on some leftovers, which takes 7 stamina and has a 10-second cooldown. And it also has Dash Headbutt Plus, lunges forward to attack with its horn, and that takes 10 stamina and has a 7-second cooldown. As for its farming skill, it also can do some logging, so yes, you'll want to use these for logging trees, because apparently with that horn, they can bash trees down. As for its passive party buff, it gives stamina plus 8% and physical attack plus 8%. So they are, well, quite formidable and useful. Let's get off here. There we go. So get on it. Now let's see here. Its left click attack is just a headbutt. Kind of jumps forward at the end, which can possibly miss if you're too close. It's all a physical attack. Now let's take a look at the right click attack, which I believe is the heal. Yes, that is the heal. So looks like it heals itself. Gotta wait for that cooldown. Yes, it heals itself, so that's pretty good. And for the Q attack, it has the dash headbutt, which I ended up missing with. Okay, let's try this again. No, he just dodged. Come on, you. Wait till he stops. And that is also a melee attack. So, pretty good. They're good for taking out when you want to go out and do some logging. They can also heal, so that's not bad. Looking at it though, it does specifically say it heals itself, so I wonder if it heals you at all. It may not. But it keeping itself alive isn't too bad. Looks like it has basically enough int to do a good amount of heal as well, so that's pretty good. But that third attack can mess you up, so honestly you might be better off just doing, you know, the first attack and the second attack, and then kind of readjusting and then doing first attack and second attack again. Okay, so I will get this to the requirements to evolve it again and be back with that. Finally have it up to the requirements. And one other thing I wanted to note here before I evolve it, Brattex's heal does heal you. I did a little bit of testing, just getting damaged myself, and when I healed, it does heal me as well. So that's good. It heals both you and basically your whole party. So that is actually a very good thing. It will heal you as well as your other Magnus too. So yeah, it'll keep you alive. So, looking at its information, get over here, Magnus, over here to Brattex, the evolution information. Now Brattex evolves into Brattorg, and the required level is level 45. And it requires greater than 50 strength, and level 5 affection, and premium raw meat. And mine, I was able to get to 51 strength. So yes, they get pretty high strength on their own, so you might not even need to add much for strength to get it to over 51. They major in strength and focus in their stats, as you can tell. So getting off here, there we go. I have a premium raw meat on me. Hold and throw it at it. Get it to evolve. And there we go. It evolves into a Brattorg. Now it looks like its head is even harder. As you can see, it's like completely armored. So let's check out the information on it. Magnus over here to Brattorg. Now it is also a class of Berserker, and its behavior is aggressive. The secret to the Brattorg's power is the harnessing of its anger, and apparently it's always angry, the captain. I wonder who the captain is. Interesting. Strange mention there of the captain. I don't know who that is. Anyway, as for its favorite food, it likes premium raw meat. But it also likes meat and fish. As for its drops, it drops juicy raw meat, premium raw meat, Brattus horn, Brattus shell, and Brattus scale. As for its skills, it has Feeding Frenzy Plus, moderately heals itself by chewing on some leftovers, and that takes 10 stamina and has a 10-second cooldown. And I assume this heals you as well, since the one for Brattex also heals you. This one just seems like it heals more. It also has Heavy Howl, lets out a deafening scream that stops all in its tracks, and that takes 15 stamina and has an 8-second cooldown. And then it has Somersault Horn, does a giant somersault into slamming its gigantic horn into the ground, and that takes 20 stamina and has a 15-second cooldown. As for its farming skill, it has logging as well, so yes, you can ram that big horn into trees and have it take them down with ease. As for its passive party buff, it also gets stamina plus 10% and physical attack plus 10%, so it is fairly good for all of your attacking needs, or physical attack needs. So head back off here, and we'll get on it, which you seem to have to go quite close to get on it. There we go. And you ride right behind the bighorn. It's about the right location if you think about it. Right in the middle of its back. So yeah, pretty good. So I'll head in here. Now I could try to let myself get damaged a bit just to see it and make sure it heals me, but that will take some time. Let's just see what its first attack is here. And it looks like you have to be quite a distance away to hit. So, yeah. You have to be a bit far away to hit with it, so you might be better off just kiting around things, because the second attack won't hit. Yeah, the second and third attack won't hit what you're attacking, unless it's something big. It just completely goes around them. All three of them. So you might have a hard time hitting things with it. If you have it on your party, that might be the better thing, because then it'll use its attacks itself. Maybe. I hope. Yeah. It has a hard time hitting things due to the way its attacks are set up. Its attack hitbox. Unfortunately. Now, its right-click attack is the heal, which heals a pretty good amount of health. Oh, pretty nice. Nice animation for that. So let's get off. Attack this. Let it attack me a bit. Let them keep attacking me, because I want to see. Better thing to do would be to take off my armor as well. I'm waiting for it to attack me. But it's not. It's going to get taken out before it attacks me. Come on. Okay, yes, its heal does heal me. It just healed me. And it used it on its own. So that's good. But it looks like when attacking for you, it has a hard time hitting, unfortunately. Yes. So mostly use it for your logging needs and healing needs. Yeah, it will... Yeah, it has a problem attacking, at least with its melee attack. That's its main melee attack, which is all physical. So and then the right click is the heal, and that heals both you and the Brattus and the rest of your party. So let's try the Q attack, see what that does. And that does a stun attack, is what it looks like. It does a little bit of melee damage as well. So not bad. And it looks like it's in somewhat of an AoE too, so it'll prevent the enemy Magnus from moving, to give you a little bit of time to readjust or get away. Now let's try the E attack. And I missed with it, so that's going to take me a little bit to hit with again, because I have to wait for it. It's a 15-second cooldown. I think that's what I said. No, I can't remember. Whatever I said earlier. That's the cooldown. There we go. Okay. I'll wait till it moves, which is... Come on, you gonna move again? Okay, let's see. Okay, interesting. It's a physical attack. At least if I have it up against me here, then it'll follow me around. Now I'll go over here. It looks like it might hit in a wave in front of it as well. So basically, from the place that it hits, it then hits outward even further. It might hit a couple of cells beyond. Yeah, it looks like it does. If you're far enough away, it'll go to pretty much the end of your screen here. That's kind of what it does. That looks like the range on it. Let's see if I can get that. Come on. Just get it into the end of my screen there, if I can. Yes, it does hit on the ground. So it's kind of a ground attack, kind of a ground wave, which is interesting. So, that's about all. Let me show you the logging skill. All three of the Brattus evolutions can log, like I've said. So it'll pretty much all be the same thing with them, but let me get out here and find a tree, because finding trees is maybe not so common. getting down here. Here's a tree. So now you'll see the logging icon and right click to do logging damage. When you see this icon above the head, above your head or above your Magnus, then you just right click to do logging damage to the tree. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Helpful when you're in the woods and need a heal. So you can heal, and then you can log trees as well. So fairly useful when you're out with the Brattus, because then you can harvest the trees. So I think that's it for Brattus. It pretty much covers all of it. It's a pretty good Magnus. It seems like it's strong. The only thing I would say is that its attack hitbox on its melee attack needs some work, because it can't hit anything small. And most Magnus in the game are small. You're not going to run into too many big ones. The big ones are actually rarer. So yeah, your best bet on them is to just kite around your opponent doing a single attack. And that the run up to that is actually kind of slow. So yes, it has potential. It needs some improvement in the melee attack area. And by the time you do enough damage to the Magnus, they'll probably get back to their spawn location and then heal themselves up. And you can sometimes miss if you're too close. So I think the hitbox needs a little bit of work on it. Hopefully in the future, sometime after I've released this, maybe, who knows, they'll maybe do something on that. We'll see. But otherwise, it is a fairly useful Magnus with its heal and its logging power, so pretty good. And then its buff also helps you when you're out in the field too. So, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Skills, stat assignments. Let me just check that out quick. So, as you can see, it gets very high strength and very high focus. I would say to mainly focus in strength and focus. Endurance would be what you'd want to add as a third to, of course, for survivability and more health. And actually more defense and health. And then logging power can help you on that a bit too. And then you could add some luck as well for the increased crit chance, because that could be something you could do. But they don't specialize in luck too much here, so yeah, you'll be going from a pretty low stat. But since they already have a high stat in strength and focus already, you could attribute some of your points into luck and endurance as well if you want to do that. So pretty nice. Their heal may be dependent on int, but that would take a good amount of testing to do. I'm not fully sure on that. I did test a little bit on some other Magnus, and their heals are dependent on their int, at least a little bit, but it's kind of hard to tell, and I would have to dig into either the code or just do a bunch of testing. So yeah, but otherwise its heal as a Brattorg is pretty nice. It heals you 400, and that is a third or so of my current health in here, and I'm level 78 in here. So it's actually not bad, even with the int that it has. So yeah, that's good. So anyway, yeah, I think that's it for this Brattus showcase. It's a pretty nice Magnus, and I do really like its design. Its design is pretty cool too. Just needs a little fix on this attack. It's hard to hit with them. It really is. Hopefully they'll fix that someday. So, yeah, if you like this Magnus showcase, hit that like button. We really appreciate it, and it really helps us out a lot. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that bell icon, leave a comment, and of course share it. Do you like this Magnus? Let me know in the comments section, because yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, as I'm sitting here attacking midair rather than attacking the Magnus that I'm trying to attack. Let me hit them, please. I tell you.